Hey guys, Do a Dreamer. So this past Monday we saw the rebirth of Evolution -1. If you don't know what I mean, it's Triple H, Randy Orton, and Batista without Ric Flair. So that's why I said -1. My thoughts on this: I think this is actually a great idea to give the Shield a worthy adversary. I mean, for the past 2 years since the Shield came in, they were almost untouchable. Like, nothing can threaten the Shield. You know what I mean? Not even when they were facing the Wyatts did I feel that the Shield was threatened. You know what I mean? And now we see something where we actually can finally feel some sympathy and feel that, oh my god, these guys are threatened by quite possibly the one of the three top elites of the WWE joining forces in Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton. You know what I mean? Now that the Shield are faces, they need something for people to want to sympathize, not just always be the badass. I mean, even Stone Cold Steve Austin being the badass that he was, we still had a window of sympathy for him when he gets beaten up or ganged up by the corporation or Ministry of Darkness and whatnot, and whatever field he was in, we actually had a window of sympathy for him. Even the badasses have that sympathy. There's no sympathy, then people are not really gonna give a damn. Okay, so I'm kind of glad that WWE is actually doing this, taking this route, and we're gonna see more of Triple H getting involved, and hopefully we'll see them having a 6-man tag at Extreme Rules, which is pretty much a given. Assuming if they decide to make it a 8-man tag to include Daniel Bryan in the mix, or like I said, probably Ric Flair might be in the mix later on down the line or stuff like that. So, but anyway, the one thing I want to talk about is I was reading a lot of fans' response to Evolution coming back, and most of it is like they were happy they came back, but at the same time they were upset of the fact that the fans there who saw this live didn't really give much of a big reaction. Like, there was no big reaction of the return of Evolution, and I have my theories on this. And one of those theories are, as I always point out, today's demographic of fans is mostly children, casual fans, and even new fans who are starting to watch the WWE and professional wrestling in general. So there's no guarantee they're gonna know a lot about the history. You know what I mean? Doesn't make them less of a wrestling fan, especially if you're, I mean, does it make me a less of a wrestling fan back in the days when Bob Backlund made a comeback? You know what I mean? It's like, it's like, I like to say that it's not their fault. You know what I mean? If they started getting into the business more, into professional wrestling, and they don't know who these guys are, then it's understandable. But then you have to take into consideration that these are, I mean, how long has it been since Evolution was around? Almost 10 years. You know, they broke up since 10 years ago. You know what I mean? They had almost a 2-year run. 2 to 3 year run at the time, and they haven't been together since 10 years ago. So in a way, do you blame certain people for not knowing who they are or forgetting who these guys are? I mean, and I will stand by, yes, Evolution can be compared to the Four Horsemen, but I think people compare them to the Four Horsemen due to the fact that Ric Flair was in the thing, in the stable, and the fact that they won every single title and all that stuff. But like I said, titles don't really make a huge stable. You know what I mean? It's what they do, is the memories they make. And honestly, there's not a lot of memories that they've created for me to say Evolution was the greatest stable. It was one of the best stables, but not as notorious as NWO, DX, and the Four Horsemen. Yes, you can compare them to the Four Horsemen all you like, but again, they're not as notorious as the stables I mentioned before. You know what I mean? Which kind of explains why there wasn't much of a big reaction. And plus, last time I checked, a lot of fans, even the same fans who are complaining that the fans didn't give them much of a response, some of these same fans are the same ones that was giving Batista and Randy Orton and even Triple H a hard time because, oh, Batista came back after 4 years and now he's main eventing. Randy Orton should never be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Triple H is burying everybody. And now all of a sudden they're together and they're considered heroes. which I kind of feel it's sort of on the hypocritical side, don't you think? You know what I mean? But all of a sudden, because people didn't give a proper reaction to them, all of a sudden they don't care. Eventually, people, the new fans, the casual fans, the kids fans are gonna know who these guys are, because you know that WWE is gonna show footage of Evolution from the past, either on YouTube, the WWE Network, Facebook, whatever kind of social media. They're gonna show those things. I mean, they've done this before, so now they're gonna show reasons why. And I bet that even on Monday, or even during this week, like in Superstars, the main event, they're gonna show a montage of who Evolution were, okay, and is. So like I said, to be fair to those fans, some of them didn't know much about these guys, because some of them just started watching wrestling prior to this event, and after, like, maybe months after Evolution disbanded and stuff like that. So just give that to an account, okay, guys? So what do you guys think? Do you think this is actually a good idea for the WWE to bring back Evolution? And like I said, I think this is a great idea. It's giving the Shield a worthy adversary, and it's also fulfilling some stable dream matches, like dream stable matches that we all like to see. Who is the better team out of the two, kind of like, sort of like thing. Well, like I said, it's given the Shield a worthy adversary. You put it in 3 of the top elites of the WWE together against the Shield, and that is gonna make some good television and good storyline. But what do you guys think about this? And what do you guys think about why possibly the people didn't really give that much a reaction? Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and we see if it goes from there. Alright, guys, take care.